Right, so I found more potential good loot in the form of a Sancha prison camp. So it is a what, an 8 of 10. So it might have some good loot in it. We'll see. Right, now I'll have to remember that I'm going to need to get aggro again. New system. Oh, I should turn on my shields on all my ships. You know, it might be a good idea. Might run out of fuel. Haven't been paying attention to my fuel level. Alright, well. Let's go in.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Drive active. Warp drive active.
Alright. This looks like there's not too much in this one. Going on. I gotta let them all get that targeted up. All right, watching, thank you. All right. Not very many things to shoot in this first room. That's fine though, right? Make it easy. Am I gonna bump into this? Yep. All right, reload all. Let them continue to slow boat and bring over the vacuum, the cleanup crew, the looter. Why is it taking so long to undock? What is going on here? So, wow, that was weird.
Warp drive active.
A little uncomfortable. I'd hate to be in a battle and be trying to dock, and then it'd be stuck at a screen like that. You'd be going, am I blown up? Am I alive? Am I blown up? I don't know.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
If this were high sec, I would have just, you know, just autopiloted him over. But beings, it's not. Take time to actually fly him over.
Warp drive active.
Alright, now we can go through and get the loots at the same time. There we go. Alright, let's go. I forget how many rooms there are. I kind of like not knowing. You know, it's like, okay, well, I'm just up for whatever challenge is ahead of me.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
another one. They're again not super close, so right. We'll be fine for the most part. I'm shooting one of them, but they're not really hurting them. I like shooting that one guy. He'll probably switch targets. By a porpoise and not a noctis. Well, porpoise is much more tanky. That's a battle porpoise. And I don't like using salvage modules. I'd prefer to just use salvage drones, and I can do the salvage drones just fine. There's no bonus in the noctis over the porpoise for salvage drones. And they do it themselves, so I don't have to manage it.
A module has run out of charges.
Porpoise can deploy more salvage drones than a noctis? No. It's 5. I don't know, can a noctis not do 5? But it doesn't get like some drone bonus for drone hit point bonus, but not that I can send more out. I do remember back in the day when I could put drones on a carrier, and I could do like 10 or 15 drones, whatever the max was. Right, so while my guys were shooting everything up, he just finished salvaging, and so we go on that. Not a huge amount of loot or anything, but you know, better than nothing. Now come in and do it in the next one here.
Warp drive active.
Get up next to the gate. The gate's kind of in the middle. Did I buy this escalation? No, it was scanned down. Do its thing. Then these guys are all ready to go into the next room.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
This one, they're all a lot closer. So there we go. There's a true Sancha. So, chance for loot there. I don't know how my shield's doing on everything. I guess we're doing okay. These guys need to catch up a little bit. Get them in a little bit tighter formation. Which I wouldn't do if this was PvP. Just, you know, bombs and stuff like that. Then, you know, tighter formation, and it just makes it easier for them to bomb you. Yeah, auto-targeting. And dual running, well, more than two. I am multi-boxing.
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
The rest will be pretty easy to take out. Sancha is down. That'll be where there's some stuff. You say it like you're surprised I'm still streaming Eve. What do you mean, like you were here 10 years ago? Or you were here 4 hours ago? Alright, that's everything, so we'll reload these. Need to let my shields rebuild on this, my primary one, just a little bit. Probably about the time they're up to the gate. Remember watching me a long time ago? Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm still here. Still doing it. Eve is a great game, so yeah. Can you take an Ishtar into high sec and do a combat site? So Ishtars aren't typically great at a multi-purpose combat site thing. They're really used heavily in null and only on specific sites. And you'd be better off not having a drone boat. And so if you are, because drones get chewed up a lot easier, you may want to consider a different ship for mission running or whatnot. So they are almost all up to the gate. I want to make sure they're all close enough to jump. Right. We're good.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Oh, yeah. Hit. Be really careful here. Give them a second to catch up to me. They all made it up here okay. Needed a second for them to align properly. There's a lot of stuff down there. Alright, some of these are over 100 away, so guess I'm on the right track.
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
As we learned earlier today, even when I was 170 something out away from one of the stasis towers, it was still webbing me at 170k. So, and I'm still webbed here, so it's like, I don't know. It's gonna be that way. Yeah, my shields are holding up okay, but I am going really slow. It does 200k on the Hornet's Nest. Yeah. So we just deal with it. I'm not moving very fast, but my shields are doing okay. I'm far enough out. Could jump further out, but if I get beyond 200k, then I won't be able to shoot missiles or anything further than 200 out. this stuff is way out there. Might be hard to salvage it all and loot it all. Yo, Webby, hello. Oh, and Epios. Focus. Hello, how you doing? Well, my shields are still doing fine, so... You know, I was a little bit concerned about how slow I was going, but... It's really not going to be an issue. You get drops so far? Yes. I got one module worth 880 million. Dead Space module.
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
Yeah, I'm knocking them down pretty good. And they're about to start going even faster here. Get rid of these ships and these stations will go boom boom quite nicely. Or a lot of the stuff. I mean, there is the one thing, the blast tower or whatever, bastion. That one will take a while. I don't know, we'll see. Just let it keep plucking away.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Theo Webby 2 just followed.
Theo, thank you for the follow. Grant, turn that off, please. What's my ship? These are... Grant's playing with buttons while we're live on the show. These are widows. Now, why are they not going after the central bastion? That's kind of puzzling. They're supposed to be shooting whatever's closest. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
A module has run out of charges.
Yes, like the cat trying to help Maud, unattended. Right. That's all good. He's not He's not the first person to do that. Takes a while to take this thing down. Right, yep. So it's probably going to take at least one more reload after this. While they're doing that, this guy has picked up all of this room, and there was no special loot. What's the fall off range of my ammo? There is no fall off range. It's 200k. These are auto-targeting missiles, so they have a very good reach. The first person followed. Oh, all right, cool. Takes a lot of ammo to beat this one down. Next level you're going for is Gila. Gila's a good, very versatile ship.
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
There's another reason to keep these guys together because of the you want your DPS all going down, focused. And under. Yes, hello back to the villages. Alright. Maybe we can get it before we have to reload again. Almost. There we go. There it is. Nice light show, huh? Right, we'll reload all these. Right, so now I'm going to bookmark that just in case.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your
conundrum.
dragons. 5 dragons is a good start, but it's still no army.
Thank you for
to gifted
5 gift subs.
subscriptions to the community.
About 5,000 gold to everybody here in your honor. Thank you, thank you. Very much appreciated. Alright, I'm gonna warp the squad over.
Drive active.
Now, well, we got 3 million in here so far. There is a true Sancha out here. It's a ways out there. Got to wait for it to be pulled in. And so there's True Stanchion there, and then there's the big Bastion thing that I killed, which is guaranteed to have an Overseer's effect. I can't remember how much it is, like 80 million or something like that. It's guaranteed to at least have that. And it's got quite a few things to pull in. I do sometimes wish it was quicker. Actually, it could be. Here, let me just start going out to these outskirts ones. My drones will head out. They'll follow me. Be like my cat. My cat follows me all over the house. My drones will follow me too. And there won't be no loot shooting. I guarantee it.
Black, just cruising along, singing to myself on the space cowboy song. When I saw that shiny wreck, it caught my eye. But oh lordy, I messed up. I let them guns fly.
No guns on this ship. I can't accidentally do it.
On my trail like a hound in pursuit. Oh shoot, I shot the loot. My ship's burning up and I'm yelling, this ain't you. Ah! I was flying in my little knob, looking for treasure, never watching the clock. But with one little slip, I let them guns ring. Instead of salvaging, I made that loot go bang.
So,
Hey!
this character doesn't have very good skills on distance on his drones. He can only go to 45. So I end up going close to things.
Oh shoot, I shot the loot. Now Concord's on my trail like a hound in pursuit. Oh shoot, I shot the loot. My ship's burning up and I'm yelling, this ain't fair. That loot was sweet, like Granny's apple pie. But I pulled that trigger. Now I'm wondering why. Concord's coming, blue as Caldera sky. Here I am, just watching my ship die. Was hauling down the system I'ma make. His freighter pack full ever took the same gate. But when he heard my tale, he just tipped
I haven't
his
seen any
hat.
Superstellar loot
Johnny
yet.
boy, you mess up worse than a stray cat. Oh shoot. boards on my trail like a hound in pursuit. Oh shoot, I shot the loot. My ship's burning up, and I'm yelling, this is shit. I'm just a pod drifting in the night, picking out that little and how it took flight.
Well, hopefully it's one of these two things.
Keep your aim true,
because otherwise I didn't get any
like me, singing the space cowboy
off that True Sancho. I didn't get any good loot, or I don't know if I got any good salvage, but salvage is just okay. There's a little bit of good salvage in there, so that might have come from salvaging a True Sancho. Two things left to pull in. Dino two-step music. Yeah, kinda, a little bit. Right? Alright, the next room is going to have the goodie. It's got to. Where we have the most chance of getting, you know, really good loot. Oh, there we go. We did get, oh yeah, we did get some stuff, didn't we? So we got Sancha microwave. We got a True Sancha reactor control unit worth 10 million. Got a True Sancha heavy energy Nosferatu. Got a True Sancha explosive energized membrane and True Sancha heat sink worth 118 million. All right, so that's this isn't even the final room, so that's pretty good. Now for the really good stuff. And all right, heading in.
Warp drive active.
It was all of a sudden like, where's all the stuff? But okay. So let's just start salvaging and approach this location. Approach. Why are we not? Why is it not approaching the bookmark when I tell it to? Approach. I didn't land right on it, did I? Right, so there's the bookmark out there, and I'm telling it to approach that. It's just not. Right, all right, what's going on? There's some weirdness going on. Activating in 0 seconds. You know what? I wonder... It's just some weirdness going on. It's not responding properly. I want to see what's in here. And then that's not what I'm looking for. Where's the one I'm looking for? Oh, it's right here. Well, it's about to pull that in anyway. Okay, so let's go do the salvage stuff. All right. We'll see it when it pulls it in. It's like a tank where the controls are just really sloppy. We'll know it pulls that one in when there'll be an overseer effect in it for sure. That's guaranteed. So it's only been this client that I've had some sluggish responses from today, which is kind of weird. Usually it's like all of them, but really, I've only noticed it on this one. All right, well, there it is. It pulled it in. It's worth 80 million, and there was no other loot with it. So we got the good stuff was in the last room, and it wasn't like hugely great, but
Welcome to the Dragons.
I guess better than nothing.
Automoxo just followed.
Automoxo, thank you for the follow. Automoxo, thank you for the follow. Well, that's too bad. I was, had my hopes up.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Wonton Beef just followed.
The wonton. You remember watching limo videos? That's been a while. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Yeah, it was a while ago. I wish that I could tell these guys. I mean, there's no focus on these. Well, there is a focus on these, but they'll focus no matter what, pretty much, unless you very intentionally tell each one of them to not. Still pretty far away from the MTU. So, if the 21st tier overseer is worth 80 million, it's picked up 700,000 in additional loot. How pathetic. That's so little. They're working on it already. All right. So about time to head down. It's pretty amazing how that hasn't really picked up much other loot. I mean, it's picked up other stuff, but it's all been just like really not worth anything. Kind of wild. All right. Alright, they're going after that one now. We get older when we stop playing. Yeah, you know, my dad is 83, and he's got an MMO he's playing, and he's playing it probably every other day for several hours. Sometimes, every once in a while, I'll be up in the morning and he'll have been up all night playing, just like a kid, you know. Yeah, if you don't have to get up and go to work, you may as well stay up and play. Yeah. Most definitely. All right. Well, if this trend keeps up to where there's only 800,000 in the final room, other than just the overseer effect, it will be probably one of the worst loots I've had out of any one of these sites. You know, pretty incredible. Think that it could be that poor of loot. I mean, but you know, then like I got the one thing worth 880 million earlier today. And so if I think about it, you know, like, am I complaining? No, not really. It's disappointing, but it's not really complaining like, oh, it should give it to me. No. I guess to have one extreme, you got to have the other extreme. So, you know. All right, all the rest of them are down here. Yeah, a lot of metal scraps and just almost nothingness items being picked up. Oh, there are a lot of containers still sitting out here, so. But there's not going to be anything super special. There might be some nice stuff, but nothing faction or Dead Space. Still, it's 1.2 million for all the loot's pulled in, besides the one overseer. Ooh, 1.4 million. Let me revise that. And there wouldn't have been any super stellar salvage in this one. We would have already seen it if there was. Drones do a pretty good job at cleaning up, especially when the stuff's close. The biggest drawbacks from the drones, from the salvage drones, is that they're really slow. And so if they have to travel way far out and then come back again, that's what, you know, takes a lot of time. There we go again. The drone stopped flying. Look at that. What's the deal with that? They're not moving at all. Now they are. Not wild. It's a weird problem I've been having. So now all it's doing is pulling stuff in. The 1.5 million. Kind of amazing. Shit's not working again. And I'm pushing buttons and shit ain't happening. Alright, well this client is about done when it's get this job done. You know. It's just operating a little iffy. Am I muted? I don't think so. It is a little quiet in here. Swear at them in Chinese. I don't know any Chinese swear words. And I don't really need to learn any. Oh, now the module turned on. What the hell? It took all that time? Wow, that is some really weird stuff. Is anybody else hearing, or I mean, anybody else having any of these weird delay type stuff? Is it just my one client, or is it happening to others too?
Docking request accepted. Docking request accepted. Docking request accepted. Docking request accepted.
Oh, and now I'm moving out towards it, towards this too. And here I thought I wasn't.
Welcome
oh my goodness.
to the Dragons.
Ladra just followed.
Ladra, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Oh, I just lost connection on one of my clients. All right, I docked up my Black Ops guys. They're salvaging the one last salvageable item. I do sometimes think that maybe I want to have a magpie out here. I just worry that it'll draw unwanted attention. I doubt that there's any magpies for sale out here. I'd have to ship it in. Oh, there is. Oh, yeah, that's really expensive. Like, I don't even know. That just seems like that's way out of line on the price. I thought the magpie was like 150 or something like that. And this is 496 million for a magpie? Get the consortium? Well, that's even... All right. 200 million in Jita. Yeah, that one is just, it's just not feeling right. All right, let's look here while we're pulling that other stuff in. All right, so magpie, 196 million. Pack rat, oh, it's still loading magpie? No, wait, what is it doing? Oh, maybe it's me that's having problems with the internet. Because why would this not update too? Or, I don't know, it's an API connection to Eve. Consortium, 1.4 billion. Wow. 1 billion. Damn. That is really expensive. Yeah, I think that that's too expensive. All right, we almost have all the loot in, and literally 1.7 million out of all that. Wow, that's just super, like, bad. Like, think of if there was no overseer effect in there, because the overseer effect is worth 80 million. And just think of it as if there was no overseer effect in there and we were just pulling in regular loot from one of the rooms, even at like 1.7 million, you're still going, that, oh wow, that was really light. And this is a final boss room. Time for a PI show. Yeah, I'm not doing any PI on the show this week. I've been setting it up more, but you know, it's just more of the same stuff. And so when I start setting up some more of the manufacturing, I'm still doing the acquisition stuff. And I decided to add in basically triple the number of characters that are pulling stuff in. So I'm working on that. All right, one last item to pull in. We're at 1.8 million, which is just really crazy. That'll be like some of the lowest loot I've ever gotten on this. Minimum 80. Minimum's 80 because of the overseer effect here, worth 80 million. And then we're at 81.8 million for the entire room. It's got to be like a record low for me for this. You Misfit, doing well. How about yourself? All right, here's the last bit of loot, and wow, that jumped up by 900,000. So it's like 2,600,000 for all of it. That is super light, but it's what it is. So be it, right? Yeah. All right, let's
Orb drive active.
Up here. Right. Dock him up.
Accepted.
All right, if you're watching on video, see you in the next episode.